Hello and welcome everyone to this week's COT review. I'm Thomas from COTbase.com. Today we're going to be looking at the 19th Commitments of Traders report of this year. Before I start the review, just a reminder, futurestradingguides.com, our service focusing on futures markets, and fxtradingguides.com, of course, focusing on FX markets, but also we've added cryptocurrencies as well. These are services that are great supplemental tools for COT analysis. And back to the review. So sugar is on top of our list with a 30% change in commercials positions. Going to the 1 year chart, it becomes more visible. You can see that change size over there being much greater than average. Large speculators have also changed their position a bit larger than average, 26% on this 52 weeks time range. And of course, small speculators, as you can see, have changed their positions 50%. Huge changes here. Of course, these can be considered a bullish COT change signal, and if you look at the chart, you can see this is happening after a 2 weeks decline in the market, suggesting there could be a reaction happening soon. Now, if you jump over to the 5 years chart, you can see that for quite some time, basically since mid 2017, we have been witnessing a bullish extreme in the market, and as you can see, there has not been a significant change in the trend. So that's just a warning for anybody who's looking at a longer perspective over here. Jumping to our next market, the gasoline market, with a 28% change in commercials, and we have a 27% change in large speculators. So decent changes over there, and of course this is a bullish COT change signal as well. But you can see that on Friday, since basically Wednesday, there has been a bit of a rise in the market after the decline in the early part of last week. Jumping to the 5 years chart, we get a chance to analyze the extreme, and you can see on this 5 years chart that we are pretty far away from bullish extreme levels and much closer to bearish ones. You can see how well the market reacted to this bearish extreme back over here in the second part of 2018, pushing the market down. Of course, as it did decline, the extreme decreased a little bit, but we're still much closer to the bearish side of the market over there. Brazilian Real is our next market. We have a 27% change over there. You can see that change size here. It's a bullish COT change signal. Of course, you can witness a similar pattern to sugar. There's a decline continuously, and this COT change signal suggests there could be a jump towards the upside. Of course, if we open the 5 years chart, you can see that we're gradually getting closer and closer towards bullish extreme levels, but this 5 years chart also helps us to determine where would we see a all-time or close to all-time extreme. Roughly this 50,000 contracts net long level in case of commercials, and 50,000 contracts net short level would be something of course much more bullish. So this simply states that this decline in the market is something that could continue for many more weeks or months even before we reach that extreme. We're gonna have to follow this market in the next few weeks to see what happens. Moving on to large speculator COT extreme analysis, and opening the Russian ruble, which as you can see has received a all-time extreme signal in large speculators, but also in commercials. So huge extreme, which of course suggests that there could be a further decline happening in the market. You can see that in the past few weeks that has already been the case. We've witnessed a decent decline, but this extreme itself suggests that we could see even greater price drops in the market. Crude oil is our next market. The Brent here, 158 report extreme in large speculators. You can see that over there. Of course, this is a bullish COT extreme signal. There's still some room left for the market to reach even greater extremes, but nevertheless, you can see that there has already been a reaction from the market. Basically, since December, we have had this bullish extreme, which eventually hit the market, and it could rise. And interestingly, as the market has been rising, the bullish extreme still stayed there, and it is actually growing and growing. So that is suggesting there could be some further increases coming in the crude oil market. The next and last market for this review will be the Euro with 126 report extreme on large speculators. You can see that over there. Of course, you can also see commercials gradually getting closer and closer to bullish extreme levels. But this is why we opened the 5 years chart. Of course, we can open an even greater one. You can see that there is still a lot of room left for traders to increase their net positions, commercials increasing their net long, and of course large speculators increasing their net short positions. So we're definitely not at an all-time extreme. It is something considerably large. Of course, this suggests that there could be a bit of a rise, but it's definitely much easier to state that the market has reached a turning point when we witnessed an all-time extreme. So that was all for this review. Of course, don't forget to check out the service and dig deeper. This new version of COT Base, which of course was launched a few weeks ago, gives you the opportunity to have a more in-depth COT analysis. Of course, you can do multiple reports, COT change signal analysis. COT Extreme analysis is also available with the COT Index and the COT Move Index. Of course, you can have a look at the long-term trend indicator, and of course, we also find volume and open interest analysis to be very, very helpful in determining trends in the market. So that was all for this review, and I thank you for your attention. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you in our next COT review coming hopefully this weekend. Take care. Bye-bye.